Greetings and welcome to the Fan Perspective. I'm your host Nathan Lyle, and this is WNBA Weekly, the show where twice a week, usually on Mondays and Fridays, I talk about things that happened recently in the association and things I'm looking forward to in the next few days. So this week, some of the big storylines. First of all, on Tuesday you had the Mystics versus the Sparks, and you had two players returning to action, Bria Hartley and Nneka Ogwumike, both playing their first games of the season. Temeka Johnson, she gets her second straight double-double, but the Sparks, they still fall short. And then on Wednesday, you had the Dream versus the Sky, two superstars going at it. Elena Delle Donne versus Angel McCoughtry. They keep exchanging buckets. McCoughtry had 37, but Delle Donne, she scores a career-high 45 as the Sky managed to edge past the Dream in overtime. And then on Thursday, you had D-Rob. She had nearly had a triple-double with 15 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and she helps lead the Stars to their first ever victory of the season as they managed to get past they held off the Phoenix Mercury. And then you also had the Lynx at the Storm. And the Storm, they were actually played very well. They were in control for most of the game, but a late surge by the Lynx and some clutch free throws, Minnesota is able to come away with a 3-point win. And the month of June is almost over, and so far you've still got, the Tulsa Shock and Chicago Sky still undefeated at home, and you've also got the Washington Mystics and Connecticut Sun still undefeated on the road. So congrats to them. That's amazing. And now, a few of the games I'm looking forward to in the upcoming week. And also don't forget, All-Star Ballot is still open, so don't forget to keep voting for your favorite players. Send them to the All-Star Game. And for the games upcoming this week, as always, I'll tell you what's being broadcast nationally. For others, check your local listings, or you can watch every single game on WNBA Live Access. And also, every single time I'm saying is Eastern Standard Time, so keep that in mind. First of all, we've got some games played on Friday. You've got Los Angeles at Connecticut. Nneka, she finally returned, and she's giving them a big boost. But so far, Connecticut, with that 6-game winning streak, is she going to be enough to help lead them past this very strong team? And then you've got Chicago at Indiana, and the Sky, they've already beaten the Fever twice this season, so a win here clinches the season series for them. And then you've got Washington at Atlanta. And Atlanta, they're stuck in the bottom of the league right now. And not the bottom of the league, the bottom of the Eastern Conference at least. And so far Chicago, Washington. Washington, they're in the fight for the very top spot. They're trying to get back into #1, and as I said before, they're still undefeated on the road this year. So this could be fun. And then you've also got New York at Tulsa. The Shock, they've taken their place at the top of the league right now. They're 6-1 on a franchise record 6-game winning streak, and they're looking to extend it some more. And once again, still undefeated at home, so they're looking to extend that streak as well. And then on Saturday, you've got Phoenix at Minnesota, and this game is strange. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I'm seeing one site say ESPN2, another site saying NBA TV. Either way, it should be broadcast nationally, so if you're home on Saturday, try to check this out. Last year's record, Brittney Griner returns. Last year she was Defensive Player of the Year. She set a few records, and now she's playing her first game of the season, and the team was under 500 without her. Only one game under 500, so it's not really that bad. But anyway, she's coming back, and that instantly makes them better. And they'll need her against a Minnesota team that's probably gonna come in looking really hungry. I don't want to say they're struggling because they're really not. They're still in second place in the league, in the West. But when you're Minnesota, we expect so much from them. Anytime they're not #1, it's disappointing though. So I feel it almost seems like they're struggling because they're not so dominating like what we're used to seeing. And then you've also got Seattle at San Antonio at 8 p.m. The Stars, they finally got their first win of the season, looking to make it 2 in a row. Meanwhile, the Storm, still undefeated against LA. They got that going for them, but they have yet to beat any other team in the league. So both of these teams are pretty hungry for wins right now, especially since, if the Stars win, it'll basically just flip the standings, put them in 4th, knock the Storm out of the playoff race. And then on Sunday, you've got Los Angeles at New York at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That one's going to be on NBA TV. And, you know, with Nneka back on the court, the Sparks, she made an instant contribution. The Sparks are automatically playing better. And it's only a matter of time before they start putting wins together. Is it going to happen this weekend, though? It's hard to say. Then you've also got Chicago at Washington, and this is actually the first time this season that these two teams are going to be meeting, so it'll be interesting to see how they match up. The Chicago Sky are the only Eastern Conference team the Mystics have yet to play. And then you've got Seattle at Tulsa, and the Storm, you know, on the road two nights in a row, you know, and the second night of a back-to-back is going to be against the top team in the Western Conference, so it's not going to be pretty. Good luck to you, Seattle. It's going to be a long weekend. So yeah, that's it for this edition of WNBA Weekly. Tune in on Monday for another all-new edition. But until then, this has been the Fan Perspective. I'm your host, Nathan Lyle. Have a great weekend. Enjoy these games if you get to catch any of them. And don't forget to keep voting for all your favorite All-Stars. Send them to the All-Star game